Hello everybody, this is Shauna One Explorer 2, and I am actually in a little town, little ghost town that used to be called Beebe. Post office dates from March 24th, 1884, and runs about 20 years. It's named after Henry L. Beebe. He was a Gratiot County teacher for many, many years. And this is the Pine Grove Cemetery. While I haven't seen his gravestone here anywhere, there is some very, very old ones that are pretty interesting. I'll take you to show those. There's a river down here that's a little dried up, but pretty interesting also. I actually found a couple of my family members in the cemetery. Actually, it was pretty interesting. I very rarely ever see the name around. So we will probably be coming out here during the night too at some point. But today's just a daytime visit, just looking at everything and seeing where everything's located. There isn't really any buildings that are been here for a long time or anything to show you. Most of it's just burial ground, but it's pretty amazing. Okay, so here, we'll go right through here. It's pretty cold today, but I actually don't feel absolutely horrible, which is rare. So I'll take you along the couple of the older ones. We've got some Gambles here that is 1855 to 1939. Some of the older ones, of course, you can't really read that well, but we'll take a look here. There's a Martin over here that is actually 1884 to 1945. I'm definitely a history person. I love history. I love architecture. I love exploring, and it's really nice to be out here and looking at everything today. And I'm glad you could come with me. So let's find the older ones again. Oh, this one over here was really old. Let's see here. These ones here. Let's see here. 1876 to 1964. There was some over here. I'm not sure which tree it was at, but the trees actually grew around the tombstones. Trying to be careful and be respectful, not talk too loud, things like that. But let's see here. Here is a couple of them from 1923, 1916. Oh, here's the huge tree that I was talking about. And here is the tombstone, kind of buried in between the roots there. Let's see here. They died in 1921. They were born in 1843. It's amazing how old some of these are. It makes me sad to see the ones that you can't really make out anymore. Because, you know, everybody deserves to be remembered, cherished, and loved. Like this one right here, you can't see much anymore. I think I can make out 1964. That's about it. Let's see here. I love these older ceramic flower containers. Yeah, this one's 1845 to 1920. Look at this. This is beautiful. I bet it was just amazing back when it was done. 1873 to 1946. I saw a really old one that was here somewhere. U.S. Army, World War II, 1910 to August 1977. Thank you, Nelson Martin, for your service. We owe you a lot, especially during the World Wars. Here's one that's 1817 to 1938 and 1883 to 1948. I try to keep from saying their names just out of respect, but I want to be able to read the dates, and especially any person that has served. I definitely want to give a shout out to them and thank them very much for their service. It means a lot to all of us that live here in the U.S. Let's see here. (1898 to 1921). That one definitely needs to be updated a little bit. It's a beautiful cemetery. It's very quiet. It's kind of off the beaten trail. Let's see here, 1858. I hate seeing babies. Makes me want to cry so bad. Being a mother of two, you know, seeing babies and people that haven't had a chance to live for long, it really tears at your heartstrings. But let's keep on looking. Let's see here. May 1919, 1838 to 1900. Maybe that's 88. U.S. Army, Korea. Thank you for your service. This one right here, you can't really see much of. This one here, can't see any of. Let's come over here. Oh, no, we can't see anything there. Down there's 1833. It says father. And then that one says 1837. There's a little bit better one here that's beautiful. It says August 1892, but I can't make out any more of that. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. 18 something to 1921. Over here, 1897. There's one there, 1863 to 1927. This one up here is pretty remarkable too. See right here. Can't read or make out anything, but it's pretty amazing. There's littler ones by it, but you can't read anything on them. This one there, I can't make out. 1871 maybe. That one's actually pretty decent shape. That's really nice. This is the oldest part of the cemetery over here. The other newer ones are over there. There's some old ones in there too, but just not as many as there is over here. Take you down by the river, or I guess it's not really a river. This is a really nice cemetery, and I'm sure that there's probably more people probably buried out here, and it's probably unmarked given how old the cemetery is and stuff. So right down there is where all the water and woods are at. Aw, here's a little stool. Wonder if it says anything on it. My soul for the Lord is more than that watch for the morning. Huh. Interesting. There's not a grave marked here or anything, but I guess there could be a grave here. There's water over here. There's one over here that I didn't even see. The flat ones sometimes you just kind of miss, you know. U.S. Army World War II, 1927 to 2010. Thank you for your service. I'm not really showing the graves too much because I don't want to offend anybody or anything. Getting pretty chilly, so and my hip's starting to hurt pretty bad. So I'm probably going to take off here soon, but it's pretty interesting. There's nothing really left of this. You might want to not even call it a town, but it's nice to know that it was here, you know, within driving distance of me. Pretty amazing. There's an 1888 over there. Oh, I wonder what that one is. Did we come over here? Yeah, we did come over here. Here I am saying I'm going to take off, and what is this? Can't make any of that. But he was definitely a veteran if it shows here with a flag. Thank you for your service. I think that's just about it on the older ones. Double check over here. This one looks pretty old. It doesn't really. 1899, 1925 to 1978. It's in 1834 to 1910, and then 1816 to 1899. I don't see any more. We'll kind of try to cut that out, figure it out. Thank you very much for coming with me today. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go home and see if this is actually any good or not, because I only have my cell phone and it's hard to guess how well it looks, especially when you're not steady and you're walking and you're new to this. So I'll check it out and see what's going on with it. There is a couple pictures I'm hoping to post with this, picture of the church of Beebe back when it was built, and the crossroads that are part of the township. That the corner is still there, but of course the store, things like that, are no longer there. New buildings have taken the place. So I guess that's it for this adventure. Thank you very much for coming along. Have a great day.